In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can set up WireGuard Client on Windows 11. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in my previous video, I showed you guys how you can set up WireGuard VPN server on OPNsense Firewall. And if you missed that one, you can simply click on the link above in the I button and you will be redirected to that video, how you can set up the server. But if you already have set up the server and you want to learn how to set up the client, or you're getting some difficulties, I'm going to show you every step how you can do that. So first of all, go to the website wireguard.com, and then under installation, you will find the installer file for Windows, and it supports Windows 7 to Windows 11 and Windows Server 2008 R2 to 2022. I guess they did not update for 2025, but never mind. So just simply click on Windows installer and it will start downloading like this. I already have one, that's why it's showing one, and I already have installed it as well. So I'm going to show you how it looks like. WireGuard application. So it's going to show you something like this. You can add tunnel, like add an empty tunnel, or you can import tunnel from any other site or whatever if you download it from any WireGuard installer. Okay, so I'm gonna go and create, since my Windows task is completed, and I'm gonna go into VPN and then WireGuard and then peer generator. So I'm going to generate a peer for my Windows client. So if I click on empty tunnel, it will show me a public key and the private key here, but I'm going to copy everything from the peer generator. So it will create both keys for me. I don't have to be worried about the key what's showing up here. So I can simply go ahead and remove it and it will show me unknown public key because there is no private key. Okay, so first of all, you will have to mention the endpoint, which is going to be the public IP address of your OPNsense firewall, and then the port number, if you remember from my previous video, which was 51821. But still, if you don't know, you can, like, if you forget, you can simply go back to the instance and you can see the listen port here, and then click again on peer generator. So we're going to use the instance 0. Like if we have more than one instance, we can select any other one, and we can like do more modification as well, which I'll show you in my upcoming video, as I'm going to make another video. Somebody requested me how we can create split tunnel VPN for WireGuard. I'll show you that as well. Okay, so here you will have to mention your IP address, public IP address, or if you have like the DNS, you can mention that as well. Not actually DNS, the domain name. Let's say firewall.zonersolutions.com, something like that. And then with colon, you will mention the port number 51821. Okay, then you're going to give it a name. For me, I'm going to say Windows 11 WG0 client. You can give it any name you want. Okay, and then you can see the address. By default, it's going to set number 1 for your first peer, and if you create the next one, it's going to show you number 2. Like it will keep adding one IP address, but if you want a specific IP address, let's say 50 or whatever you want, but make sure it's with /32 because it's going to be just one IP address with the whole network. And then make sure to mention the DNS, otherwise your peer will not work. If you have your DNS server, mention your IP address of the DNS here, or otherwise just use the Google DNS, what I'm doing, and then copy all this information with Control-C, click on the plus sign, and then click on apply as well. So now you can see one peer is generated, and for the next one, it's showing me the next IP address, which is .2. If I click on peers, I can see the IP address and the name as well. So that confirms that the peer is generated, and make sure it's generated, because when I was doing testing, I was kind of confused. Like I generated the peer, but why it's not working? Because I did not click on this yes sign to like store and generate, and then I forgot to click on apply. So make sure you like do apply changes, everything is correct, and then apply and go back to the tunnel and Save this and give it any name. It doesn't have to match with the one. I'm just going to give it my name and then I'm going to click on save. Okay, now the tunnel is created. So before we start, I'm just gonna show you something. Like I'm gonna start the ping. So currently it's pinging and I'm just gonna minimize it and connect my VPN and then show you. All right, so just simply click on activate and see the ping. If it continues pinging or it stops, you can see it's still pinging. So that means our VPN tunnel is working. So I'm just simply going to deactivate it and I'm going to go to speedtest.net. Well, simply we can go to what is my IP address to see, but for me, it's easier. You can see your IP address and you can check the speed as well. So I'm just going to simply click on this one and you can see the IP address here. It's different starting with 76146. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to show you my upload and download speed, but the thing I wanted to show you is the IP address. You can see it's starting with 76146, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to connect to my tunnel, and as I click on activate, and then I'm gonna go to this website one more time. Just gonna click allow my location, that's fine. And let's see, now you can see it's showing me a complete different IP address, which starting with 216.244, blah, 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 which is actually the IP address of my WireGuard tunnel. So I think it was easy to configure and do all the settings. Like in PFSense, you have to type all the configuration, and I mentioned all the information or configuration in my blog. But for this one, you can simply copy it from the firewall itself. So it's like much easier in OPNsense. And thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, you can comment me below. And thank you once again. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click on the like button as well. Bye. I'll see you in the next video.